real quick. There we go.
There we go. All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. It is our first virtual event here for Jewel-Osco's Lifestyle and Wellness Fairs. If you guys haven't been following Jewel-Osco on Instagram or on Facebook, you guys definitely should. We've been putting up all of our lifestyle and wellness fairs, whether they're in-store or virtual like this one. All the information is on there. We'd love for you guys to keep joining us for more of these. But today we're kicking it off, and we have a special guest here, Jilian, nutrition expert, and we'll be walking through all of these lovely products that we have back here and telling you guys a little bit more about them. But before that, I want to introduce myself in case you guys haven't joined us before for these virtual events. My name is Jessica Sanchez. I am an activation manager for GT Universe, working today in partnership with Jewel-Osco. So I'll be your host for today. Stephanie's also on here. She'll be throwing in a lot of information in the chat function, so be sure to check that out. And then a few little disclaimers before we get started. If you guys notice, I am recording. So if you guys would love to show your lovely faces, I see a lot of people did turn on their camera, so thank you. And also in the chat function, like I said, Stephanie will be including a lot of important information over there, but feel free to ask questions along the way, either for Jilian or myself, and we'll go ahead and answer those as we go along. And we'd love for you guys to keep the chat function, very respectable. And, if you have any answers to any of the questions that someone else is asking, feel free to throw your answers in there as well. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to Jilian.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Jess. So I am Jill. I am the nutrition and health expert for today. I'm currently a graduate student at the University of Illinois at Chicago. I'm in my second year, and I'm currently doing my supervised practice so that I can become a registered dietitian, hopefully in January. So I graduate in December, and then I'll be sitting for my exam and hopefully pass in January. And I have been vegan now for about 3.5 years. So I'm excited today to talk about some of the products that I love and have been using and eating for the past 3.5 years. I just wanted to start doing a quick breakdown of the 3 different lifestyle diets that we're focusing on today. So vegan, I practice a vegan lifestyle. So basically what that means is anything that comes from an animal, I do not consume. So no dairy, no eggs, no meat, no fish. And then the next kind of level down is a vegetarian. So same, no meat, but vegetarians do eat dairy products, eggs, and then finally we have pescatarian. So these are the 3 distinctions: vegan, vegetarian, and then pescatarian. Pescatarians don't eat meat. They do eat dairy and eggs, and then they also eat fish. So those are the 3 different lifestyles that we'll be talking about today. But all the products that we'll be showing you are vegan. So they're all vegan, vegetarian, and pescatarian friendly. And then some of the brands that we'll be focusing on have different options for if you have like soy allergies or nut allergies, or soy nut, and then some are vegetarian, have different vegetarian and gluten-free options as well. So the first product that I would like to talk about is Oatly. I have them all in the back here, so don't mind me, I'll just be grabbing them from the back. So this is Oatly. This is my favorite dairy-free milk. This is all we drink in my house. So this is just the classic oat milk. It like mocks like a 2% milk, so it has 2% fat. The good thing about Oatly is if you have like a lactose allergy or if you don't eat dairy, it's a great alternative. I like to drink it like in my smoothies. I like to use it in soups, in different dressings. I know Jess said she likes to put it in like her protein shakes in the morning.
Yeah. It tastes so delicious. It's something that I've definitely incorporated more. And like I got my dad into it, so now we have to like fight over the carton. Like, Dad, you have to refill it. Like, we have to go get another one.
Yeah, it's super creamy. It's the brand I recommend to anyone wanting to try more plant-based products and plant-based milks. It's really creamy and it's has the best flavor in my opinion. I also like Oatly because it's fortified with calcium and vitamin D. So a lot of plant milks, that's what I'll look for in a plant milk. It's really important to make sure it's fortified with calcium and vitamin D, and Oatly does that, so that's great. And then another great thing about non-dairy milks, Oatly in particular, they're a lot lower in saturated fats than cow's milk. So a typical, like a 2% milk, glass of 2% milk has about 3 grams of saturated fat per cup, but only has a half a gram. So that's a good health benefit as well as being delicious.
Yes, and someone did ask, is it a powder? It is not a powder, it is an actual liquid form. And then the next one is asking, what is the shelf life?
Yeah, so we were talking about this earlier actually. So this is the chilled version. This is like, you'll find it in the refrigerated section at Jewel. And this, once you open it, it will last 7 days. So you just consume within 7 days of opening it. But if not, like before you open it, just go by the best by date on the top. So it's like right here. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, once it's open, 7 days. But I believe the shelf stable ones that are not in the refrigerated section last longer.
And then someone else is asking, how much sugar is in it?
Yeah, so it's per serving, there's 7 grams of sugar. The good thing about the new nutrition labels is they show added sugars. So I don't know if you guys can see the label, but basically it'll show you the total sugar, and then right underneath it'll show you added sugars. So those are things like pure sugar that they're just adding in there. So yeah, this has 7 grams per serving of total sugars.
Sweet. And then I also wanted to add that I have tried the Oatly chocolate milk and chocolate oat milk, and I think it tastes really delicious. Like, I'm a big fan of like hot chocolate, and so I haven't tried it yet, but fall's coming. It's a chilly day today, and I think that would be really awesome to heat it up and have it like as a vegan hot chocolate.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. I haven't tried the chocolate milk either. But one of the other like items from Oatly that we love in my house is the barista blend. I actually think I have some in my fridge. Let me show you guys.
Yeah.
So
Debbie's.
Sorry, is there a question?
Yeah. Oh, they're asking about different flavors, and I think you're about to mention a couple, right?
Yeah. So there's different, I guess, flavors. There's different fat levels, so you can get like a full fat Oatly, which will like mock a whole milk, and then they have low fat, which will like mock a skim milk, and then the original, like I just showed you, is like the mock 2%. And then this is the barista edition. So this is what we use at my house in the morning in our coffee. It's really creamy. It's delicious. So we have this always, and then the original on hand for like smoothies and like in your cereal and stuff in the morning. So, and then they also do have ice cream. I have yet to try it, but I've heard it is delicious. So if you're ever in the frozen aisle, check that out.
Yeah, I'm so tempted to like just grab one and go, but I'm like, all right, gotta take it easy, and I just usually just stick to the Oatly oat milk.
Yeah. It's on my list to try for sure. All right. Do you have anything else to add about Oatly, Jess?
No, I think we pretty much covered it.
Okay, cool. So then I guess next we can talk about Alpha Foods. So all of Alpha Foods products are plant-based. So they're all good for a vegan diet. They have different items like burritos. It's all like convenience foods, so things that you can heat up quickly if you have a busy life, which most of us do. Burritos, tamales, pizzas, chicken strips, things like that. But they're all vegan versions, so that's great. I have and I think Jess does as well, the pizza. So this is the classic mozzarella pizza. It's just like a classic cheese pizza that you can either make in the fridge or not make in the fridge, make in the oven or in the microwave. And they also have different flavors like barbecue chicken, buffalo chicken, and supreme. And a cool thing about Alpha Foods is they're all really high in protein, and they are non-GMO products. So a great alternative to like a classic pizza. This mozzarella pizza, they use a vegan mozzarella that is coconut oil based. So they use coconut oil and potato starch. And then it has 11 grams of protein per serving, which is great. And then the serving is the whole pizza. It's like a personal size pizza.
Yeah, so I actually pulled mine out of the box because I'll actually be popping it in the microwave and then showing you guys how it looks after. But it is a personal size pizza. It's like a perfect size for maybe like I'm gonna have it for dinner, but maybe if you wanted to take it to work for lunch, I think it's a perfect size. And I also saw that they had like the supreme version, like with a ton of veggies on there, and that looks so delicious too.
Yeah, I definitely want to try buffalo chicken. That sounds great. The buffalo chicken pizza.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you've tried them, Jess, but I know they have chicken nuggets too, which are just a great, fast, easy, convenient food.
Yes, and they taste so juicy. Those chicken nuggets, I actually have a bag in my freezer. I got my niece into eating those, and my dad also. I feel like anything I like, my dad will like. So I had to stock up and get like another bag immediately. But this will be my first time trying out the pizza. And it's super easy, guys. Like it says that you should just throw it in the microwave for 2 minutes and it'll be ready. So we'll see.
That's awesome. We did have a question. Is it microwave only, or can like you put it in the oven?
So yeah, it says that you can do microwave or oven. So the oven, it would take 10 to 12 minutes for a crispy crust. And then, like I said, the microwave is just 2 minutes.
Yeah, super quick. And someone said perfect size for my toddler. I think that's great. Like the pizzas and the chicken nuggets and different products are like really kid friendly as well. For plant-based or non-plant-based children.
And then they asked if the cheese had any soy in it.
I do believe, yeah, it has soy. It does have soy. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it does though. Yes, contains soy. It's actually not in the cheese, it's in the crust, soy flour.
Interesting. I always expected it to be in the cheese.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, an easy way to check, like if you have a soy, I'm sure if you have an allergy, you know this, but for everyone else, just a fun fact. Like wheat, soy, nuts, they'll all be listed like at the bottom of the ingredients. It'll say in bold contains here. So that's like an easy way to check if the item has soy if you try to avoid it for any reason.
Yeah, I love how it like separates and like bolds it for you, so it's easy to find.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's good for me, especially like if I'm looking at a product in the store and I want to see if it's vegan, I just go down to that list and see if it contains dairy, contains milk, then right away I know. So that's a good trick. All right. Is your pizza done, Jess?
Not yet. 30 more seconds.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions about Alpha Foods or any of the products so far?
Someone asked, is soy flour bad?
No, it's not bad. I would just say if you avoid soy, or obviously if you're allergic to soy, then you should definitely not consume it. But no, soy, no reason to avoid it if you don't have like an allergy or intolerance.
Exactly. Yeah, I've not actually heard of soy flour before, so that was like a new ingredient for
They
me.
make flours out of everything now.
True.
Potato flour, rice flour, yeah. So
almond flour. There's a lot of flowers. But awesome. So I think Jess is getting her pizza out. That was so quick. Like we spat out like 5 fun facts and like it's done.
I think someone asked, does the pizza have cashew, flax, or mushroom? It does not have cashews. Let me check on flax or mushroom. And it does not have flax or mushroom. The cashews will be, if it had cashews, those would be listed in the bold, like we said. But yeah, no flax or mushroom either.
All right, the pizza is ready and out of the microwave. I just put it in one of these like Dixie bowls, Dixie plates, I should say, and cut into 4. But like I said, I think it's like a perfect serving size, especially for like a quick and easy lunch. That's how it looks. Here's the box again for anyone interested. It's still really hot for me to try. It's really hot, but I'll see if I can give it a quick bite.
And Rhonda asked if it is non-GMO. Yes, it is non-GMO.
That is delicious. So cheesy. It's so cheesy. So good. Wow. Love that.
Okay. Should we move on to our next product? We'll let you eat your pizza, Jess.
I'll set it to the side.
All right, so the next brand is Dr. Praeger's. So I have the Dr. Praeger's classic chicken tenders here. Here they are. So this is what the box looks like. The chicken tenders are soy-free, so I know that person asked about soy. So no soy in these. The protein, they're made with pea protein, and they have 14 grams of protein per serving. So the serving size is 3 chicken tenders. And then the other good thing about the nutrition labels are all being updated right now. So some companies have started to use the new nutrition labels, which is really great. They have, I know a lot of the times you can get tricked into thinking like, oh, I'm gonna eat this whole box, and it tells you there's 200 calories in the box, but there's 3 servings in the box. So the new nutrition labels are really great. They have to tell you how much per container. So you can see it here. It's like a double panel. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it'll tell you how many per serving, and then per container. So if you ate the whole box, that's how much it would be, which is more realistic, I think. But yeah, so these are really great. Rhonda said she loves the chicken tenders. Yeah, and these you can pop in the oven, or you can heat them on a skillet. So do you have the chicken tenders as well, or did you have a different product, Jess?
I have a different one. So I have these chocolate chip Oaties. So perfect for like breakfast. I haven't tried them yet. They are new. Especially at Jewel-Osco, they have these and the blueberry ones for sure. Like near the breakfast freezer section, but I'm really excited to give these a try. I know that I'm more of a big blueberry fan and also chocolate fan, so I'm not sure which ones I like more, but I'll start off with these chocolate chip ones.
So how do you heat those ones up? Are those in the oven?
Yeah, so these, it gives you both options, either oven or toaster oven for 6 minutes, or in the microwave you'll only put 2 in the microwave for 30 seconds and then flip them over and then an additional 20 seconds. So pretty easy, pretty fast.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about Dr. Praeger's is they like pride themselves on all of their products are like very easy, convenient, and healthy. So like if you're doing like a meatless Monday, like these are a great option. They have like burgers and like Jess said, like they have French toast sticks. You can't argue with that. It's awesome.
Yeah, and those are gluten-free as well, I believe, the Oaties. So a good option if you avoid gluten in your diet. A good breakfast or a snack. All right. Any questions about Dr. Praeger's? They have a ton of products. I get their veggie burgers a lot. So they have like more like veggie burgers made with like real veggies like broccoli and cauliflower, things like that. Or they also have like more like a mock meat burger called the Perfect Burger. That's supposed to like mimic the taste of meat. But the veggie burgers are great. I have not tried the perfect burger yet. If anyone has tried it.
I have tried it and it's so good. Like you said, it does sort of mimic more of like a real meat burger, and it's I feel like that one's a lot thicker than like the California burger, the black bean quinoa burger. But they're all really delicious. And someone did ask if Jewel has a vegan section, or are all of these mixed up with the non-vegan products at Jewel-Osco?
So they don't have, I mean, they have a vegan section in like the refrigerated section. So like all of your, like the Oatly, all of your plant-based milks will be in like the same section. So they're easy to find. Or things like tofu, the non-dairy cheeses, those will all be in like the same refrigerated section. But as for like shelf-stable stuff in the refrigerated section, or I mean the freezer section, it's kind of all blended. Like the Oaties, I think you can find in like the breakfast section. So the pizza, you would find in like the pizza section in the freezer aisle. But they do like group the vegan items together in those sections, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I think when I was looking for the Gardien chicken strips, those were all grouped together, like with Dr. Praeger's items as well, and other brands. But there was a question about servings in each of these boxes. So mine says that it's 2 pieces per serving, and it has 4.5 servings of the Oaties. How many did yours have, Jillian?
How many servings?
Mm-hmm.
So the serving size for the chicken is 3 chicken tenders, and I believe there's 2.5 servings per box. So it would be total 210 calories per serving, or 560 for the whole container. So you can eat the whole container.
Don't tempt me, all right?
Or you can share them, whatever.
Right.
I think someone asked about the veggie burgers. So all the veggie burgers have like, there's a ton of different ones. I think there's more than like 10 different kinds. They all have different calorie amounts, but I think they range from anywhere from like 120 to like 180. That's like the range they stay within. Okay. Oh, interesting. Maria said the Gardien 7-grain chicken tenders under the produce section. At Jewel, maybe? I don't know if that's what she's talking about. No. Okay. All right. So the next brand we'll talk about is Raos. Raos is the best marinara sauce. So the ingredients are really simple. This is the tomato basil sauce, and the ingredients, it's just tomatoes, olive oil, basil, onion, garlic, and oregano. And this sauce is dairy, gluten, sugar free, vegan, obviously. And it's really great to use like in pasta or in soups, or to make different sauces. Yeah, Raos is one of my favorite brands, just because the ingredients are super simple, and yeah, it's just delicious. I don't know if you've tried it, Jess, but it's the best marinara sauce in my opinion.
Yeah, I completely agree. I love that you can read all of the ingredients and how like homemade it tastes. Honestly, like I've only ever had like homemade like pasta sauce before, like one time, and this is like right there with it. It's just so good. I love that they have like such a wide variety of different sauces too. Like at least when I went to my Jewel-Osco, like I went inside the pasta aisle and there were like so many lined up, like boom, 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 right next to each other. And I was like, wow, there's so many to choose from.
Yeah, and they're all delicious. So the classic marinara is really good. Tomato basil is really good. People said too, it's great on homemade pizzas. I agree. It's really the best marinara sauce. yeah, the best jarred marinara. I agree. It's great. And no added sugars, which is great. I know a lot of pasta, like jarred pasta sauces, have those added sugars. So always look out for those. This is great that it doesn't have any added sugar. All right.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of fans here today of Raos.
It's the best. It's the best. How could you not love it? Okay. And then the next brand we'll talk about is Amy's. So Amy's, they focus on organic, non-GMO convenience and frozen foods. So they have a huge variety. In the frozen section, you'll see like so many different products from Amy's. They have vegan products, vegetarian products, and gluten-free products. So I have the burrito. It's the organic beans and rice non-dairy burrito. So all of their items, some of them have cheese, like they have burritos with cheese in them, but if it's non-dairy, it's like very clearly marked on here that it's non-dairy. And then they have the vegan symbol here too, which you can see, which is really helpful. But these are really great, like quick, delicious, easy meal. You can just microwave it really quick. Yeah, so they're really delicious and have great ingredients. Yeah, and they have a lot of new vegan items coming out, I know, as well. They have a lot of bowls and breakfast items too. Did you have the burrito, Jess, or did you have a different?
I actually picked up their broccoli and cheddar baked bowl, but
nice.
This is the vegetarian one, but they do have a vegan one as well. I just decided to pick this one up, but I did see like the vegan option was there as well. And then they also had one that was just the mac and cheese that was vegan or non-vegan. But I love broccoli, so I was like, I want to give this one a try.
Yeah, I think the vegan broccoli bowl is new. I did see it at the Jewel by me, and then the vegan mac and cheese as well. So if you're going to Jewel anytime soon, check those new products out. They're really great. And then they're also soy-free, tree nut-free, kosher. Yeah, so they fit into a lot of different lifestyles, which is great.
Yeah, and someone asked, is the mac and cheese frozen? Yes, so both the burrito bowls, the mac and cheese, and pretty much the rest of their bowls are in the frozen aisle, and the like meal, like the prepared meal section at Jewel-Osco, so that's where you'll find these.
All right, and then someone asked, what is the cheese made of if it's vegan? Cashews? I actually don't know. It might be a different cheese for each different product, but the mac and cheese, they use nutritional yeast for that like cheesy flavor, and then potato and cornstarch, that's the base. So, but it might be different for the cheese they use in the burritos. I'm not sure. But if you go on the Amy's website, you can, or just in the store, you can always see the list of ingredients. So, all right. Okay, so next we can talk about Kevita. So this is what I'm actually sipping on now. It's the Master Brew Kombucha. This is the tart cherry flavor. I know Jess has the mojito flavor. The great thing about Kevita is it's certified non-alcoholic. So if you don't drink alcohol or if you're avoiding alcohol, these are really great, like fun drink to have as a substitute. Yeah, they're just delicious. So Kevita has a lot of different flavors. I know Jess has the mojito, they have pineapple peach, and then I'm drinking the tart cherry. So basically the health benefits of kombucha, if you're not familiar, they're crafted with fermented cultures. So each bottle contains like billions of live probiotics. And they're really, it's just a delicious, refreshing drink. And then all of Kevita's drinks are also organic and non-GMO. So that's great. And certified non-alcoholic, which is great too if you're avoiding alcohol. And the cherry is really good. It's like a little sweet, but like tart as well. I really enjoy the flavor. And then someone asked the calories. This one has 70 calories per bottle. I'm not sure if it varies per, depending on the flavor. How much does the mojito have, Jess?
Yeah, so the mojito has 45 calories for the entire bottle. And then I'm drinking the pineapple peach, and this one has 60 calories.
Great. Yeah, so pretty low in calories for a beverage, a sweetened beverage. Someone asked, what do probiotics do? So probiotics are really great for gut health. A lot of the research on probiotics is new and upcoming. They haven't done, it's like in the past decade that they've really started researching it, but it's really good for your gut health and your microbiome. Yeah, so many fun flavors. I agree. They're like a great substitute for a cocktail, a healthy substitute.
Yeah, I feel like even like if maybe you're trying to stay away from soda too, because they're a little bubbly. So yeah. And they're so flavorful too. Like Jillian was saying that there's so many flavors that you could choose from. And what I love is that they're like already chilled at Jewel-Osco. They have them in like this little fridge already ready to go. So you can just grab one, and after you pay, you can just pop it open.
Yeah, that's a good point to make, Jess, because I actually, when I was first looking for kombuchas at the store, they're kind of hidden. They're not in like the typical like beverage aisle because they are refrigerated. So make sure you look. At the Jewel that I go to, I found it in like the produce, like by the produce in a refrigerated section. I'm not sure if that's universal across Jewels, but if you can't find it, always ask someone too. They're not in the beverage section like you would think because they are chilled. So why would you want to stay away from soda? Well, you can drink soda in moderation. I think it's just the sugar content. So sugar sweetened beverages are really caloric. Izzy is yummy. It is delicious. Everything in moderation. But yeah, so this is just like a lower sugar option. Seen them right in the entrance. Yeah, so Debbie said that she's found the Kevitas right in the entrance. So I'm sure they're in like a cooler. So it probably depends on the, oh, Izzy's only juice. Great. That's awesome. Okay. All right. So the next brand we can talk about is Gardien. So Gardien, basically they have a whole line of plant-based meat substitutes. They have like beef, chicken, sausage, meatballs. I think they just came out with a fish. They make it really easy to create like vegan and vegetarian versions of your favorite dishes. So I know in my house we love the beef crumbles, so you can use those to like make tacos or like a meat sauce. But yeah, they have a lot of different products that are good subs for meat if you're looking to reduce your meat consumption. So I have the Nashville hot chicken tenders here. This is what they look like, and you can make these in the oven or a toaster oven. So I like to do them in the oven to get them really crispy. I've also heard of people doing them in like an air fryer. I haven't tried that, so if you try it, let me know how it is. I'm sure they would be great that way and quick. Yeah, so these are really good, a good product, especially if you aren't vegan and just want to add like more plant-based options like in your diet. These are a really good substitute. Yeah, they have a lot of really great products. They're also kosher and dairy-free, vegan. Yeah, so they're really great. And these specifically have 13 grams of protein, and they do contain soy. So if you're avoiding soy, look out for that. And then I think Jess has a different Gardien product.
Yeah, so I picked up the teriyaki chicken strips. These also have 13 grams of protein. My store was actually completely sold out of those hot Nashville chicken tenders, and I was like so jealous that you had them. But these sound delicious too, and these they actually recommend you do it on the stovetop so that you can heat up the sauce separately as well. So,
oh, nice.
But it seems like it says it's ready in 6 minutes, so easy dinner meal solution over here.
Yeah, Yeah, these are good, like really kid friendly too. Like chicken, they have plain chicken tenders as well. Someone asked if these are hot. They're not, I wouldn't say they're very hot, but if you don't like any spice at all, they have like plain chicken tenders as well. So maybe those would be better for you. Yeah, they have a lot of different options. So check out the frozen section at Jewel. I think they would be by like the other meatless options, like the Dr. Praeger's burgers and things like that. So check those out. All right. And then the next brand we can talk about is Earth Balance. So Earth Balance has a variety of different like spreads. They have nut butters, they have dressings, and then I recently started seeing they have like crackers and puffs, like Cheeto Puff mock items. So they have a lot of different items. We use the Earth Balance like margarine spread for like baking, or you can just use it as like butter on bread. It has a really nice like buttery, creamy, spreadable texture and a really like rich flavor. But I love to use it in baking. The spread is non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, lactose-free, and it's made with expeller pressed oils. Let me show you guys that. Yeah, so, and they have on the back here, it's on pancakes, so that's a great option too if you like pancakes in the morning. So this is the spread. And I know if you are, can you cook with it? Yes. So you can, if you like to cook your veggies in butter, typically you can use something like this instead. It's a good substitute. And this one does contain soy. They do have a version that's soy-free. So if you're avoiding soy, they have a soy-free version. They actually have like 10 different kinds of spreads for different diets. They have one made just with avocado oil. Yeah, olive oil, Rhonda says. Yeah, and then Gina asked, and bake with it. Yes. I love to use this in cookies or cakes, or anything that needs like a butter substitute. Yeah, and Madison said they have the sticks, which are great for baking. Yep. So that's Earth Balance.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that they did carry it in the stick version too, because that's just so much easier sometimes, like
for baking,
a piece of it off. But I also love the size of this container too of it.
Yeah, yeah, and they're all they would all be in the same section at Jewel. The sticks and then the spreads. Okay, and then the last brand we'll talk about is Reese. So let me show you guys this Reese Harvest bowl. This is not in the frozen section. It's just like a shelf stable item. So I actually think I found it in like, there was like an organic section at the Jewel by me. I'm not sure if they're all laid out like that, but that's where I found this product in the Jewel by me. This bowl is gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO, and it has really great simple ingredients. So this is the lentil bowl. They also have a wild rice bowl. All of these are pretty high in fiber, in protein, and whole grains, which is great. They're a really good option, just like ready to eat, quick, convenient, healthy, filling option. This does contain soy, as does the wild rice bowl. So that's important to note. But yeah, this one actually has 12 grams of protein. So, and lentils are really high in fiber, which is great too, to keep you full.
Yeah, I opted out for the wild rice one. I love lentils too, but this one just caught my eye with all like the veggies it had in there. So this one has white and wild rice, black beans, the dressing, tomatoes, corn, and apples.
Oh wow, that sounds great. That sounds awesome. Yeah, and someone asked if you can only microwave them. So they're actually, you can just like open it and eat it like this, or just pop it in the microwave for like 30 seconds to warm it up. But you can just, if you like are taking this to work or somewhere on the go, you can just eat it. It's already like ready to eat, which is great. Yeah, so these are great, ready to eat, healthy products. Someone asked, Sorry, I saw a question about the fat. Oh, they are high in fats. What kind of fat would that be? So this has olive oil in it, where the majority of this fat's coming from. So those unsaturated fats. So it's not those saturated fats that you would find in like animal products or coconut oil. It's from olive oil and sunflower oil. So unsaturated.
So what's the difference between saturated fats and like unsaturated, like health benefit wise?
So saturated fats are like typically known as the bad fats, the unhealthy fats that you want to avoid. Those are found in mostly animal products, so like cheeses, milk, meats, things like that. And those are associated with like heart disease risk, higher cholesterol. So you really want to try to limit the amount of saturated fat that you consume. And then unsaturated are the more like healthy fats. So you have mono unsaturated and polyunsaturated. And those are things like plant oils, like olive oil or sunflower oil, avocados, nuts, those type of items. So those are the ones that you would like to focus on getting in your diet.
Awesome. And we've talked a lot about like protein amounts in these products. Like, what's the value of protein as a vegan?
Yeah, so protein, I think vegans get a bad rap for not having adequate protein in your diet, but that's actually it's not really true. Most Americans are over consuming on protein. Most Americans are eating a ton of animal products and meats. So then that's causing them to overconsume protein. So it's not really a concern as long as you're conscious of getting items like beans, lentils, nuts, seeds, tofu in your diet. Those are all great, healthy, plant-based protein sources. Does anyone have quinoa and lentils? Yeah, quinoa is great. It's a complete protein. So I try to eat a lot of quinoa in my diet. It has all the essential amino acids that you would find in like mostly animal products, but quinoa is a great one for a plant-based version. Yeah, and they help you feel full. It's true.
Do you have any advice for maybe someone that is transitioning into becoming a vegan, maybe?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I could say is like, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Like small changes really make a difference. So even if it's like you're eating meat at every meal or meat every day of the week, just taking like one day of the week to eat all plant-based, that's like a great place to start. So I think it can be really intimidating for people to just like go cold turkey and not eat any animal products, but it doesn't have to be that way. Even like switching one day of the week to make it like your plant-based day, you're going to see those additional health benefits. So I think I would say just take it like small steps at a time and small changes. Meatless Mondays, yeah, those are great. It's a great way to get more plants in. And honestly, now there's vegan substitutes for everything. I personally like don't feel deprived at all. Like the pizza, the chicken tenders, there's substitutes for everything. So it makes it really easy.
Yeah, exactly. With like all the products that we've shown you guys today, like these are such great alternatives. And like honestly, I'd prefer some of these items. Like the Nashville hot chicken, that stuff is so good. Like definitely recommend. You got to do it. And it doesn't like taste bad. Like I'm a meat person, so I know what the difference is, but it definitely tastes like really good. So I highly recommend like any of these products. They're great alternatives just if you're going to swap it out and like slowly get into vegan.
Yeah. Gardien is a great one to start with. Cows are friends, not food. Correct. Any other questions? Anyone? Thank you guys for the feedback.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. If you do have any other questions, we've got the comment section open for a little bit, but thank you for joining us in our first of the Lifestyle and Wellness series. So make sure to join us for the remainder of them. I believe we have 4 left. So we have a Zoom on Tuesdays and Thursdays, pretty much every week. And then also a live stream on Jewel-Osco's Instagram tomorrow. So definitely check that out. We'll be talking about other lifestyles and diets like this one. So organic, keto, paleo, anything like that. We'll have dietitians and students like Jillian over here for each of the events. So definitely join us, jewelosco.eventbrite.com or just our Instagram. But thank you so much, Jillian. Is there any other like tips or tricks to being vegan or getting into like meatless Mondays or any additional like health benefits we should know about?
Yeah, so I think I guess I didn't really speak that much on the health benefits of a vegan diet, but I think that one of the big things is most people in America are like way under consuming fiber, and fiber is really important for gut health and just your overall health and to feel. Sorry, I'm reading the comments at the same time, and to just like help you feel full. So eating more, even if you're not going to be like totally vegan, just incorporating more plants into your diet is a great way to increase your fiber intake. And a lot of these products too, like the lentil bowl, just already are really high in fiber. So that's a lot of these products are a great way to do that too. And then the other thing I would say, a major health benefit of a vegan diet is the saturated versus unsaturated fats. So typically, like American diets are high in animal products, meat and dairy. Flax seeds are great for fiber, for sure. So switching to a vegan diet, you're going to eliminate most of those saturated fats and really focus on eating the healthier fats like avocados. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. Like avocados, olive oil, and things like that. Non-GMO organic soy is better. Sorry, I'm reading. Heard soy is bad for thyroid issues. I'm not sure about that. I've never heard that before, but I can definitely look into that. What was the first difference benefit you saw when you became vegan? So it's definitely different for everyone, I would say. But for me, it was really like my energy level. I honestly saw like a difference in my energy within a week of starting my vegan diet. So that was the biggest benefit to me. And then also my skin really cleared up, which was just like an additional great benefit. Any other questions? Sign me up for better skin. Yes. I know dairy is, some people are fine with it, but for me it was definitely an issue with breakouts. So, the sodium content at a safe level, specifically if they're being consumed on a daily basis. So all of these products, the sodium content is really going to vary, but I can look at here, like the Gardien. So the one serving for this, the sodium content is 540 milligrams, which is 23% of your daily allowance. So it's not like abnormally high. Something like, for comparison, like ramen noodles have like 2 times the amount of sodium that you need in a day. So aim for under like 2,300 milligrams. Yeah, so all of these are going to differ. Let's see, the Amy's burrito has 600 milligrams, so that's 25% of your daily intake. So not too bad. But yeah, if you're trying to be conscious, especially if you have like high blood pressure, make sure you check out the sodium content. Oh, that's awesome. Someone said her husband stopped eating meat and more plant-based and his migraines went away. That's great. Well, thank you, everyone. Does anyone have any other questions or?
It definitely sounds like there's lots of benefits of going vegan. So
yeah, I love hearing people's.
I love that. Yeah, she's like, my nails and hair grew longer. That's awesome. I would also like that. My hair could grow faster. But, well, thank you so much for the presentation. And I'm so glad that we learned about all these vegan products. So when I do go vegan, I've got options. So thank you so much for joining us. And Thanks, everyone. If you've got any other questions, you can always email us through Eventbrite.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jillian, for joining us today.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. And don't forget to join us on our next few lifestyle and wellness events. But have a great evening, everyone.